I just finished watching Boy Meets World and I feel like I want to cry. But that ain't why you're here, is that? They never are. Once you get out of that rush of adrenaline and you're done writing your first draft, you're gonna come across something called editing. What is editing? You don't know? Well, I'm here to tell ya. Editing is when you take something that you've already written and go over it to make it better. And after your first draft, you do a little something called self-editing, where you go through your first draft and edit everything yourself. Welcome to the Rainy Corner. My name is Samira Hamilton, and let's get right in. And welcome to this video all on the self-editing process. Let's jump right into it, shall we? Now let me just put it out that this is the way I self-edit. This works for a lot of other people and it works for me. It might work for you, but that's why you need to try things out, so you know if it works for you or not. In the end, you can try it out, you can try other methods out. There are plenty of methods to choose from. The method I will show you in today's video is simply the method I find helpful. The first thing I like to do when self-editing a book, and I've only self-edited one, is that I like to create a color code legend. Do you guys remember those tiny little keys on maps that tell you what color stands for what these lines mean, what this star or this box means? Something like that, but for colors and for editing. This color code index will basically tell you what color stands for what. It means you will choose a color and right next to the color you will write what this color represents. So then once you go through your manuscript, you can highlight these things in this color, and then when you go through it again, you know exactly what edits need to be made where. Remember, this is the first thing you do. This could be a very good example. This is what Rad represented for me while I was editing my manuscript. Número dos, create a plan. The plan is not like the color code index. It is not. I repeat, it is not. So what is plan within this context, you may ask? I'll tell you. The plan within this context will basically mean how many times are you going to go through your manuscript and what things are you going to be looking for each time you go. The plan will basically state, the first time I go through my manuscript, I will look for anything highlighted in red and orange. The second time I go through, I'll look for anything highlighted in pink. You break things down so that each time you go through your manuscript, you can focus on editing only a certain thing. And I honestly find that it makes it a lot easier. Número tres, color code. That's it. Create a color coding index, create a plan, and then color code. Now, if you're self-editing after the beta reading process, in your index and in your plan, you're gonna want to include something in there about, reviewing what your beta said. Because not to give you another worry or anything, but it's kind of important. Once you're done with the beta reading process, in your color coding index, you're going to pick a certain color and then you're going to write, check what beta reader said about this certain part. Or you could simply write a comment next to the places that need to be edited. And for the plan after the beta reading process, I would advise that going through what your beta reader said be one of the first things, if not the first thing that you look for in your manuscript, and edit right away. I know your feelings may be hurt, but you gotta do stuff. Although those were really the 3 steps, there is one additional step that I'd recommend mostly after the beta reading process. It is CTRL-ing your manuscript. And no, it's not a bad word. While you're going and editing through your manuscript, you need to keep a list. A list of what, you may ask? A list of words or phrases that you see repeated a ton of times, including filler words. Filler words, you don't want them in there, especially not in great proportion. 1 or 2 or a couple of filler words are fine. You can't really avoid them. But what you can avoid is having a whole clan of them. So while you're editing, you're making that list and you're writing, oh, this word, I've seen it in far too many places. This word too. This word has gotta go. And at the end, after you've edited everything you've color coded, you're gonna go back, you're gonna click Ctrl+F or any key which your software uses to find certain words. You're gonna replace them with a better word or a better phrase or something that just gets rid of that repetitive word. Another suggestion is that don't edit your manuscript in one go. Don't. You're gonna tire yourself out. Instead, split it up into sections. Do 3 chapters at a time, or 8 or 10, I don't know, you pick the number. Color code 8 chapters at a time. Then go through those 8 chapters and edit them and everything and beautiful and mwah. And then go through another 8 chapters and so on and so forth. I think you get the idea. You really don't want words to be repetitive. You never do. Not when you're writing an essay, not when you're writing a short response, not when you're writing an email. And definitely not when you're writing a book. They're bad. Unless, of course, it's intentional and it serves a purpose. Like anaphora and epiphora. I don't think my Greek accent is that good. Anaphora is the repetition of a word at the beginning of a sentence, and epiphora is the repetition of a word at the end of a sentence. Well, what do you know? AP English and Composition. I actually learned something. Anyway, this is going to wrap up this video on my self-editing process. You can feel free to tell me what you guys think in the comments. You can feel free to tell me in the comments if you have any other methods that work for you and you would like to share with me. I also have Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, and I've just gotten TikTok recently. I love it, but it wastes my time, so links for all of that are in the description below. I will also have linked my vlog channel. Oh, one last thing. If you don't follow me on my vlog channel, follow me on my vlog channel. I have a very important announcement, very big, very important, very life-changing. So yeah, go check that video out because it's really going to impact not only my personal life, but I think also my videos. I'm not sure. We'll see. Probably not, but go watch it anyway. It would make me really happy. And also, I got news. Did I say that? Subscribe if you like. Leave a like if you like. I'm so funny. And leave a comment if you like. I'm not your mom. I ain't forcing you. Do what you will. If you guys would like me to cover a topic in a future video that you have a question about, then leave a comment below. Or, again, I have social media. I don't live under a rock anymore. Anyway, have a wonderful day, have a wonderful week, and I'll see y'all next time. Adios!